Hello everybody and welcome to What About the Game. Today I'm going to be talking about level 22 on the Wii U eShop. Okay, so this game is pretty awesome. I'll get that out there right now. This game is pretty awesome. You are Gary, and Gary is a punctually challenged person, always late for work, and he's on his last chance. But it turns out that as Gary wakes up this morning with a massive hangover, he's late again. Without any other solution in sight, his only option is to sneak into work and get to his work desk without anybody seeing him. And so begins one of the most fun, light-hearted stealth games I've played in quite a long time. So yeah, it's a stealth game. You must not be seen at all. If you're spotted by anyone, that's it, you're back to the last checkpoint. You must make your way from the parking lot all the way to your desk on the 22nd floor, without being seen. Luckily, Gary is being helped by a former colleague called Marty, who seems to have the lowdown on the whole building. With his advice guiding you the whole way, you have every chance of succeeding. What I like about the game is its sense of humour, backed up with solid gameplay. Along your journey to the 22nd floor, Gary will be able to use everyday objects to help him be unseen. For example, you can use like a newspaper to hide your face from the fellow workers, so they'll just walk past you without noticing. You can even hide in a cardboard box as a nod to a certain other stealth franchise. The game's quite short, just over 3 hours, but it seems to fit in a lot of funny and inventive ways to get past the people around you. The security guards, for example, are much more clued up and they won't be fooled by a newspaper or boxes, but they do have one weakness: donuts. You can distract the security guards by planting donuts within their sight, just enough to let you slip by. There's lots of little things like this throughout the game, like lacing people's coffee with laxative to make them go to the bathroom, pouring coffee over machines to break them to distract people. It's just really nice, light-hearted, and that's really what I need these days. You know, you hide in cupboards, vents, and even car boots. There are 20 stages divided into 4 worlds of 5 stages. The last stage of each world is a boss. The bosses are pretty fine. I think they shake up the gameplay enough. I wasn't too big a fan of the second boss. I felt it was a little too slow, too much waiting around, especially as I always got caught right at the last bit, so I had to keep going through all of it again and again, which was a bit of a pain. Maybe it's my fault, but I just felt it was too slow overall. Another complaint would be the controls for using items. The items are assigned to the D-pad, one for each direction. Because they're on the D-pad, you can't walk and use your item at the same time, because you need to take your thumb off the analog stick. Unless you're like me, where I actually used my right hand to use the D-pad, so I could use the items while walking. I think this would have been much better to have assigned the items to the A, B, X and Y buttons, as it's not as though those are used extensively. The action button is A, but they could have just changed that to like ZR or something. You know, it's a minor complaint, but it's there. It doesn't detract too much from how good I think level 22 is. You know, there's lots of little secrets and hidden things all around the stages, so many pop culture references to spot that really brings a smile to the face. You won't see or collect them all on your first run through the game, and I think they're cool enough to make you want to go back and hunt for them all. I think the game looks lovely, by the way. I really like this clean, chunky sprite work that's going on. It brings a lot more nostalgia to me compared to like the NES style. At first I really hated the head design of the characters, but it wasn't long before I grew to like it. You know, if it suddenly changed back to a normal standard size head, I think it'd be missing something. The music is also pretty awesome too. I'm not sure why, but it really reminds me of Shovel Knight, just more of like a chilled out version. Overall, level 22 is a well-made game. It's been a really nice surprise because, to be honest, I didn't know anything about it until I booted it up. If you read like a description of the game, it doesn't sound too inspired, but I'd actually recommend it to anybody. It's really funny, it has solid gameplay, and it's just about the right length. Keep an eye out for this one come my end of year lists. Okay guys, if you've enjoyed this video, then like and subscribe, it will really help me out a lot. You can also help me out by reading the full review of level 22 at whataboutthegame.com, and you can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter if you like. Thanks guys, bye bye.